Hey viewers, welcome to another video of the Casual Pro Gamer. Today we are doing race number 2 and we are going to see some more introduction to Starcraft, play versus AI, play versus a very easy AI, because that way I cannot lose. So let's pick another map. It doesn't really matter too much. I want to Shakura's Plateau. At least that's that's a map that you might actually see in one of my videos. So very easy, and instead of Terran we're going to be Zerg this time. Of course we want to be pink, because that is the most manly color in the game. And let us start. So I am Zerg, he is Terran this time. We already know all of the Terran units. We're now going to learn the Zerg, and I'm going to make, if you didn't see the Terran one, yeah, this is the same one as the same as the Terran one. I'm going to explain the units, what they do, what they're used for, how they are produced, so how you can see that they're coming, and kind of the basic gameplay. So not tactic discussion at all. We will do the tactic discussion either in another video or just plain in the games. We're going to produce some drones here, and oh, hang on. Yeah, first of all, the Zerg play different from the Terran in one very specific way. Namely, you have larvae here, so you have a maximum of 3 for now, and you have those larvae, and you can build units from them. So you will sacrifice a larva to create, in this case, a drone. And of course you can build other units with them. You can build any units with them, in fact. As you can see, we have 9 different units for now. I think that stays the same, by the way, but yeah, we have 9 different units. And yeah, once we reach 10 of 10, it says create more overlords. So not a building this time. This time we have to create an overlord, which allows us to build more supply. So the overlord is going to go to our normal waypoint, and so the orange one is where the drones go, the white one is where the rest goes, all the non-drones basically. And yeah, because I'm a little bit behind, because I'm producing all kind of crap, yeah, this doesn't really come out just right. Where did I leave my other overlord? Oh, it's still here. Never mind. Oh man, can't even spot that. So I'm just going to produce some drones just to get it going, and then we will see one important thing. So, for example, let me take this drone. With the Terrans, you could build and then build a building. Same goes here. But here, if I build, for example, a spawning pool, which I'm going to do, I sacrifice the drone and it becomes a spawning pool. You can actually see it in the spawning pool building in a moment. So when it starts developing, because they grow, I'm growing a spawning pool. That's how you should see that. So I'm not really worried about the opponent, because once again it's very easy, or it's set to very easy. There's the drone. It's becoming the spawning pool, and yeah, the same goes for anything else. So if I go and build an extractor, I sacrifice a drone to build an extractor. If I cancel this, I get back my drone. I lose some money, but that's hardly the point. And I get back my drone. Anyway, we're going to build some more. And the spawning pool almost completes. There it is. I'm going to build a queen with it. A queen is your, well, one of your main units. Oh, I need more overlords again. Yeah, I'm not really good at keeping track of when I need more overlords. We have a little bit of lag going on, but it should go away pretty quickly. Because yeah, the video isn't that long yet, so it should have no problem catching up again. So just like with the Terrans, you need 3 of them to well, to get onto one extractor. And yeah, it seems that my overlord is indeed under attack, like it said, and it's probably not going to make it out. Nope. So I'm going to have to build a new overlord. Going to build three in fact, and at least I found my opponents here. My opponent, because I only have one. And we're going to set the overlords over here. Don't really care. This one is going over, I don't know, over here somewhere. So overlords, although they're flying units, can still be taken down. And here is my queen. My queen can do three things. It's spawn a creep tumor, which we will do first. Although that is probably not the best way to do that, but as I said, no tactics here. This is a creep tumor. It will develop into something that spreads the creep, and we will see that now. As you can see, it spreads the creep from the original line to the next line, and now it gains an ability, spawn creep tumor. So I can make a new creep tumor with this old creep tumor. As you can see, it has pretty large range, and we're going to build one over here, and that will spread the creep even further. This one will keep spreading it. So the second one is spawn larva. Both of them cost 25. So I'm using that on the hatchery because you can use it on hatcheries, lairs, and hives. I'm upgrading to lair. Lair is the second tier here in our development. Yeah, you can see the little balls here. They will spawn extra larvae once it's done. Once this gray bar is done, I will spawn more larvae. And yeah, I currently have almost have the 50 needed for transfusion. And the transfusion is basically a heal. It restores 125 life to target biological unit or structure that is also a biological structure. So in this case, yeah, I can't see it, but my lair, or well, hatchery, whatever, is a biological structure. So because I have a spawning pool, I get 2 upgrades here. And I'm going to upgrade one of them. The other one requires a hive, which is the level 3 in our development. So that will take a while. But anyhow, yeah, I can also, because of this, I can now build Zerglings. So I already built some Zerglings. Zerglings are very small. You produce them with 2 at a time. So 1 egg. If I have 1 larva, I will get 2 Zerglings at the same time. So these are 6 of the eggs, and that means 12 Zerglings. And yeah, I need to do the spawn larvae all game, because it increases my production capabilities, and that of course is good. So as you can see, a lot of Zerglings coming out, and now with these Zerglings I can move around. I can move to new locations, and Zerglings are very good at attacking small units, because they're a kind of big group unit. You don't really need yeah, a lot of strength per unit. It's just that they are, well, because there are very many of them, they start attacking for a lot of damage. But yeah, you have to keep in mind that they are a group unit, and that yes, they do die very quickly. Hang on, that was the wrong one. So I'm going to build some other buildings here. Let me grab some drones. I'm going to just build one of these, and we're going to build one of these, and one of these, one of these. Yeah, just one of each. No. One of these. Come on, give me more. Oh, the other one. This one. And then this one. And I will explain in a moment what they're used for. But for now I'm just going to build all of them. and these are going to go away. So overlords, yeah, as I've shown, they can be used for scouting. They can also be used for you can turn them into hang on. You can turn them into several different no, you can, in one different unit. Hang on. Yeah, let me just clear this up and I will be able to actually explain things. So yeah, there are my Zerglings. My Zerglings are going to attack these Marines that are coming in, and then they're going to just sit here and protect my base. So anyhow, the Overlords can transform into an Overseer, which is a different unit, and they can generate creep. So yeah, if I enable that, which I now did, and I move them somewhere. So let's all generate some creep. If I move them somewhere, they will actually start producing creep the moment they stop moving. So once this one stops moving, come on, here, it will start producing creep. And creep allows me to move quicker. It also allows me to build buildings on it, and yeah, several other things. But units move faster, things like that. Anyway, yeah, now, because of all these buildings, I get to produce different units, but all units are still produced at that same location, so at this hatchery. Let me build some more drones, because the resources are not climbing really quickly, and I want them to climb really quickly. Let's build another hatchery. So you can also build a hatchery with this, just like a command center with Terran. Anyway, we have here the evolution chamber, which allows you to upgrade different things about your unit. So we're going to upgrade all of them. This is for melee attacks, this is for missile attacks, this is for your armor. And that goes for all your units as long as they're ground units, because the air units have their own building. And we are going to build some units. So let's produce one of each at least. Apparently I require more minerals. And let's produce some drones as well. So yeah, we will see them develop in a moment. So this is the Roach Warren. Roach Warren allows us to produce, you guessed it, roaches. And these are roaches. So they're called roach. They are armored and they are biological. So they will be healed, or they can be healed by the queen. By the queen's transfusion. That's what it's called. And they can be used for attacking. Well, they can be used for attacking any ground unit, because they can only attack ground units, as it says, targets ground. But they do extra damage to. Oh no, they don't do extra damage. They take less damage from normal units, unless they say, well, versus armored or better versus armored. Then here we have a Hydralisk, which is not used a whole lot for now. That's why it gets buffed in the next, well, not patch, but come on, add-on. In Heart of the Swarm, they get buffed. They get an extra upgrade, and they just become better. Hydralisk can shoot air and ground, but they're really slow when they're off creep. Here they're pretty fast, as you can see, they're pretty quick, but once they leave the creep, they become very slow. And then if they run back on the creep again, they all of a sudden become quick again. So as long as you have a lot of creep, they're pretty good. In general though, they're not very good. But yeah, well, they can be very useful sometimes. So then the Infestor, that's your spellcaster, and that's coming from the Infestation Pit, which is the crab-like structure. It has two upgrades, Neural Parasite and Pathogen Glands. This one is just, or the first one is a new ability that allows you to control units from the opponent. And the second one just increases the energy, which is not, well, unattractive. The the starting energy is upgraded virtually all the time. I think everyone uses that. The other one, the neural parasites, almost never upgraded. So yeah, we have some units coming in, but my units will be able to handle that pretty quickly. Hang on, creep tumor. Yeah, I need to spread the creep a little bit, and you will see that these things, and well, the creep actually provides me with vision. So now at this moment I don't have vision over this range, and now as you see, when the creep spreads, I get more and more vision. And that's exactly what the Zerg use that for. So by spreading the creep, you get more and more vision over the map. And you can see that if you do that up to the enemy base, you can see the enemies coming really early. And since these things are free, because you only need to invest in one of them and then the rest is free, you can place as many of you as you want until they get killed, of course. So they are, in this state, they are visible. But once they transform into the next state, so once they're fully built, which is now, they become invisible. And the enemy can no longer see them. So you spread and spread and spread this until you reach the enemy base, and then oh, there we go. So you can spread them all the way across the map, it doesn't really matter where. But that's what the creep tumors are for. Anyway, the Mutalisk then, that comes from the Spire. The Spire has upgrades for flyer attacks and carapace. Carapace is armor. And this is for all the air units. So you can also upgrade it to a greater Spire. We will upgrade this. No, let's first explain this. So you can upgrade the attacks and the armor, and you can both upgrade them to level 3, but you need to have higher and higher tech, and your tech is your main structure. So we started off with a hatchery, now it's a lair, and now we're here it says lair, and now we can upgrade that to hive, and hive is the highest evolution you have in this building. Yeah, let's build one of these and build some more drones. This one also has a queen now, and it of course can also produce units. So we can get both of them on the same hotkey, but that's really not the point. Yeah, which one? Oh, hang on. The Mutalisk, yeah, it's an air unit. Is produced by the Spire, not by the Spire, but you can only produce it if you have a Spire. And it can attack both air and ground units. It has a glaive worm which bounces from the first target to a second and then to a third target, never hitting the same one twice. Yeah, furthermore, it has a pretty decent speed. And they are pretty good against a lot of the units. Of course, you need to watch out for units that can actually attack air, because they are pretty weak HP wise. So they have 120 HP, which is not a whole lot, but as you will see, they can attack, and as you can see, it bounces to other targets. So 1, 2, 3. And now these marauders are coming in, they're no problem. But the marines can shoot air, and as you can see, one hit there took about half my HP. So we're going to just park it over here. Let's do the infestor now, because it has upgraded everything. So first of all, infested Terran. You can cast one of these, and it's an egg, and the egg becomes an infested Terran. Infested Terran has the same upgrades as the rest of your units. It's a ground unit, obviously. It's very slow, and it can attack air and ground units. And you can also cast it, well, you saw me cast it over a ledge, so over this a distance. But you can also cast it up a ledge, so like this. Oh, I have to be in range, of course. So yeah, you have to have vision of it, but you can cast them on the top of a ledge, and then send them out to do some destruction there. So the second ability which is probably a lot more useful. Well, this one is useful, don't get me wrong, but this one is used more. Fungal growth, I will need some enemy units to actually demo the effect, but it's an AoE spell. Oh, and there are the enemy units. And of course my infestor melts immediately. So let's build a new one. And yeah, let's just get these drones out. Oh, I don't need drones anymore. Never mind. So yeah, the infestors are coming out in a moment. Oh man, can't believe I messed that up so badly. So we're going to use the creep tumors to get more vision, although I apparently didn't pay attention at all. Let's build... hang on. Let's build the Ultralisk Cavern.
Mineral field depleted.
So, new infestors coming in. I have 3 of them. And we will try to hunt for an overlord, an enemy unit. So they are coming in, and we're going to try to use the abilities. Oh, one more thing. Yeah, my mineral fields get depleted here. Everyone except for one. We are going to go over there, build a hatchery, and mine over here. So let's see what's happening over here. So for the creep tumors you need to have vision for them to actually do something. And yeah, you can see here burrow, and burrow is on all of the Zerg units. We can research that at the hatchery. We're going to do that. We have some more upgrades. I will get to that in a moment. And burrow makes your units invisible, but they also cannot move at that moment. So this is F, this is T. So we will see... oh, come on. Yeah, there's the fungal growth. Okay, I just wanted to have some units that were actually in range or in vision. The fungal growth does damage to them over time, so they can still shoot. They cannot move. They can still shoot though. Yeah, let's upgrade everything that we can find. So anyway, you can upgrade this on the Zerglings, increase attack speed. This we already saw. You can, while burrowed, so we were researching burrow here. If you burrow your roaches, then you can actually still move with them with this upgrade. So normally you cannot move, but with this one you can move. The same goes for the infestors. They can also move while burrowed. Hang on. Oh man, I suck at this. I have no clue. Yeah, here we are. We have some extra infestors. Anyway, this is not how you normally play, by the way. Normally you play with way more units and yeah, you play with way more attention to the game, of course. Let's build the final unit. And apparently we cannot. Of course. So the Terran is coming in. They have a Raven with them, and that means they can see my creep tumors. And the creep tumors are, of course, providing me with vision, so I really don't want to lose those. And so the roaches are very good against the tank, because the tank can't really damage them a whole lot because they are armored, and the tank does do extra damage to them. These are flying units. The Zerglings cannot attack flying units. They will try, but they can't. The Mutalisk, sorry, here, and the Hydralisk that's somewhere, but I don't know where it is. They can attack it. Anyway, all of the creep will withdraw, as you can see. It will start to melt because the creep tumors are gone, and I need to build more more creep tumors to spread that creep again. Then, yeah, let's build some hydralisks before we actually get killed.
We require more Vespine gas.
Of course, of course. Yeah, let's go and mine some gas. Come on. I really, really hate my mouse. Get out of the way. So yeah, we're mining some gas now, and should probably build here as well. So my Mutalisk is still attacking for some reason. Well, because I didn't withdraw it. Destroys one of the units, and then I'm going to take back my Mutalisk. Anyhow, I have some more units here, and I haven't explained this one yet. This is the Corruptor. It's an air-to-air unit. It can be transformed into... it has the corruption ability, which increases damage taken by 20% for 30 seconds. And it can morph into a Brute Lord, but for the Brute Lord you need to upgrade the Spire, and for the Spire you need to... Oh, no, I need to just cancel this. So you can, as you can see, you can transform it, and it will become a new building. That new building has the ability to make Brute Lords, which are the biggest unit, flying unit in the Zerg army. So, I explained most of these. Then the Baneling Nest. The Banelings are kind of suicide. No, not kind of. They are suicide units. They do AoE damage, and they explode and leave acid everywhere. So everything they hit will get damaged. So whether it's a building, a unit, it doesn't matter. And they build from Zerglings. So I have a lot of Zerglings here. And I can transform them or morph them into Banelings. So, as you can see, they become these cocoons, and the cocoons will actually become Banelings in a moment. So anyway, we will see that in a moment when they hatch, and you can suicide them in. They cannot attack normally; they can only attack by suiciding. And here I had an upgrade that increases the movement speed, so you can opt to do that. And we will try suiciding them into the next units that are available. Well, not available, we're just going to move in. And we're just going to attack to over there. And we're not going to enable the building attack. Oh, whatever. Explode. No. Yeah, we don't want them to suicide onto buildings, so you can actually shut that off. Okay, let's get out of here, and let's get our anti-air units. So the Corruptor is going to shoot down this this Banshee here. The Queen is also an anti-air unit, by the way. And the Corruptor will take down this Banshee. No problem. Anyhow, now I missed my attack by the Banelings, so I'm going to have to make some more. Let's just make a whole lot of them. Don't really care. Annoying, annoying, annoying. So let's take this guy and this guy. And the last guy, I can't see him, but he's probably hanging around here somewhere. I can't see him, it doesn't matter. So yeah, I'm just positioning them over here because he keeps attacking me with one unit at a time. And it seems that my Corruptor has moved all the way into the enemy base. It just keeps following this unit until I say that it should stop following that unit. But I'm not going to say that because I just want him to attack that. Anyhow, we have Banelings now, and we're going to just attack. Normally you have, of course, a mixed army and blah blah. I don't care. He's building a lot more air units, so we're going to build some air units of our own. And we're going to build anti-air units of our own.
Our forces are under attack.
Oh, missed it again, really? No, they're not there yet. There we are. There we are. The banelings are coming in, and they are going to suicide into, well, any unit they can find. Not into buildings, because I disabled that. And as you can see, they do quite a lot of damage. And they took out a lot of the units. Of course, they're more effective against some units than others. And my corruptor is still over here. Anyhow. Yeah, let's get some more corruptors going, because I really hate his things.
We require more vessels.
Oh man, I'm running out of all kinds of resources. So yeah, I'm going to morph some into broodlords as soon as I have the available resources for that. Let's hang on. I have 4 on this now. That's not good. 2 on this. So this one needs 1 more. You need 3 on each. 3 on this, 3 on this, and then that's the most efficient way to mine. I'm going to morph a few of these into broodlords. And oh man, need so much Vespene gas for Zerg. It's crazy. Anyway, I should have played a little more careful in the start of the game. I'm going to set this to patrol and just pick off any units they can find. So these are broodlords. Broodlords are really slow. They have a huge range though. They have a 9.5 range, which is excellent. They are really slow. They can only attack ground units or ground units and buildings. And there come 2 more flying units. They will get picked off. And broodlords normally need a lot of protection because they're expensive, and they can actually not take that much damage. We're going to just move in and attack some buildings here, or attack some units, whatever we can find. But as you can see, they fly really slowly, and they will use broodlings to attack. Broodlings are units themselves. So as you can see, they produce new units that actually start attacking as well. So it's not that they're just attacking, they are just creating new units. And yeah, we will start attacking everything that we can find, obviously. And well, this is a Viking, and Vikings are really good against all kinds of air units, but especially the broodlords, because the broodlords cannot really shoot back. So we are going to ask for some backup from our own anti-air units. And here go my anti-air units. And of course, yeah, I'm going to lose here a couple of units at least. And yeah, the Thor is attacking my units, so everyone is attacking everyone, in short. But my units are more powerful, so that's why I'm winning this fight. And let's set this to patrol now. Patrol is just a way to let them move and attack everything that they can find. They can deviate from this line a little bit, but not too much. And as you can see, they immediately picked that up, except for this one who wasn't in range, and they will just keep moving. Anyhow, you can see the broodlords do, yeah, they do quite a bit of damage, but they are kind of fragile. They're going to die in a moment, no worries. Then the last unit, I think, is the Ultralisk. I forgot some upgrades and things like that. Ultralisks are your ultimate units. They have a big amount of damage. They do extra damage versus armored. They are ground units, however. They cannot attack air. But they do have 4 armor, which is a whole lot. Yeah, it will be more if you get all of the upgrades. But they also do AoE damage. They attack all units in front of them. And yeah, let me demo some other things in the meantime. So burrowing these makes them invisible, but you can still move them. They cannot attack, however. So this guy is is just doing a lot of damage to this building here, because buildings are armored. And you can see that it just does a lot of damage. That's what it's for. You can use them against units as well, and then, as I said, they will do damage to units in the surrounding area as well. And yeah, you can see that here. It does damage to everyone. Anyhow, Ultralisks are really expensive and therefore not built a whole lot, because, well, expensive units are normally not built a whole lot. I don't want to accept. Did I just want to see if I have everything. No, last building. No, two buildings. In fact, this is a spine crawler. It's a structure that can defend, and you can build it anywhere, and then you can move it to another position, and it will reburrow and just attack everything that comes near it. You have one for ground units and you have one for air units. This is the one for air units. It is a spore crawler. The spine crawlers are used quite frequently. The spore crawlers are only used every now and then. Spore crawler is for air units, spine crawler for ground units. And then the last building is this one, which isn't used a whole lot. It is the Nidus network, and it can summon a Nidus worm, which we will see right now. It's a pretty nifty thing. Takes a while to build, but once it builds, yeah, we will have to move everyone in here. So you can set this to here as well. Let's produce some Zerglings. So there it is, and you can see when I select this, it shows all of my units that I just loaded into this, and you can let them out here. So you can go from one base to the other just by burrowing your units and just moving to another base. So I can now move them over here, and they will load up. I can see them over here, and I can also see them over here, so I can also make them come out over here, as you can see. So that's how that works. You can also build them, you can only build them where you have vision, but you only need vision, so you don't need creep or anything like that. It will provide its own creep. So you can also use it to defend your bases. It is currently not used a whole lot, but of course you always have people that like to use it. Anyhow, oh, that's the... No, is that the last building? That may very well be the last building. So I don't want to attack that for now. I don't know whether I have discussed everything there is. I think so. It was a little bit of a mess. It was definitely a lot of information. But don't worry if you didn't get all of it. Most of these things will come back in the game, as long as you know and recognize most of the units. So we have the Zerglings, which are used a whole lot, which are the small units. They're sacrificial. Doesn't matter if you lose them, not too much anyway. You shouldn't use, or you shouldn't lose like 100 of them without getting anything for it. But they're really quick with the upgrade. They're really good against small units. Then the roaches, which are over... Come on. Where did I send them? I sent them over here. Which are over here. They can move underground. They are very good against tanks and such, against heavy units, because they're armored, and yeah, they just do a lot of damage while not taking a lot of damage. The Hydralisk, they can shoot air, so the other two cannot shoot air. The queens can shoot air. That's the big one over here. The queen can also inject larvae. No, it's not. It's spawn larva. Sorry. Which makes your production capability higher. Then we have Mutalisks, which can fly and can attack both ground and air units. We have the Infestors, which are your spellcasters. I don't know where they went. Oh, I sent them to my base. They can spawn the infested Terrans, and they can do the fungal growth, which is an ability that I didn't really demo very well, but you can see that in the games normally. It's a green goo that goes down on everyone, and it does 30 damage over 4 seconds, or 40 versus armored. And it reveals cloaked and bird units, so it can be used as a reveal as well. Then we have the Overlord, the Overseer. I didn't discuss him yet. The Overseer has two abilities. First of all, you can spawn a changeling, which the Overseers are pretty quick, by the way. But once this one is completed, I will send it over here. We will unload it over here. Come on. It didn't go in? It can't go in. Okay. It can't go in. So we will have to do it over here because it's never going to reach all the way. Where's my Overseer? Here it is. Here it is. So once a changeling gets to an enemy building, it will transform into that a unit of that player. So as you can see, it has only a very few hit points, and in this case, it will become a Marine. I can control this. It cannot shoot for actual damage. It cannot shoot at all, actually. Yeah, it's just a spy. So it will run as a spy between the enemy units. We don't see those a lot, but yeah, every time we see them, it's used for scouting only, because you can't do anything else with it. Then Contaminate will disable structure, and yeah, of course I have no structure, no enemy structures left, but it becomes the goo is still visible. It becomes a black goo over it, and it will no longer be able to spawn any units, but supply depots can't spawn any units anyway. So, not a big deal. Anyhow, I think I discussed all of the units now. Just go watch some games, and I will try to explain in games what happens. And if you have more questions, then please don't hesitate to ask them. And I will go on to the Protoss race, and hopefully be able to explain it a little bit better. But yeah, you saw the difference between the Terran and the Zerg mainly by the fact that they only have one production building. So everything is built from this one building, from this in this case the hive or the hatchery or the lair. They're all the same building. They're normally called hatcheries, and yeah, you produce from there. That's it. You don't produce from anywhere else, but you need other buildings to be able to produce certain things. So in this case, you need drones you get for free, overlords you get for free, Zerglings you need a spawning pool for that, roads you need the roach warren for that, Hydralisk you need the Hydralisk den for that, Infestors you need the infestation pit. Mutalisks are made by the Spire. Then Corruptors are made by the Spire as well, or you need a Spire for that. And Ultralisk, you need an Ultralisk Cavern for that. And yeah, then some of these units develop into other things. So the Banelings come from the Zerglings. The Broodlords come from the Corruptors. So all in all, it's just really the feel of having evolution in your game. And that is Zerg. So anyway, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. GG.